So, this is Cairns. Stay on the boat, uncensored. I'm just going to make this video because there are things that we didn't really want to say. Because when things go wrong, you still want to be fair and you want to be... what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to be super negative. Optimistic. Yeah, you want to be optimistic. And you want to give the other person the chance to maybe rectify it. However, there's a few things that I'm keeping to myself. Getting all intense. So last night, we checked in the afternoon. The checking in process was fine. David dealt with that, not me. We went on the boat, we put all our stuff down, and straight away I felt like I was going to have a nervous breakdown. So would I stay on a boat again while my kids are 1 and 3? Probably not. Anyways, let's get back to the story. So we thought, let's just, let's freshen up. We had a shower, let's go out, let's get some food. We've been traveling all day. Joaquin, was crying in the car on our drive in, so at this point we were really exhausted. So we left the boat and we went to get some dinner. Went to the night markets actually. We had some of those big plates of food that you get and you just load them up with lots of things. And we went for a walk. We had some yummy stuff as well, some waffles and ice cream. We start walking back because it's getting time for the boys to go to sleep. Usually for the past few months by 7 o'clock they're both asleep because Javier won't sleep during the day, so they're really exhausted. They just need to go to bed and we need to relax. So we get back to the boat and what do we find? There's people on our boat. Now we did actually book the whole boat to ourselves, so it wasn't like we're actually booking just one of the rooms or 2 of the rooms on this big boat. It was a private booking. Yes.
Tell them we booked a different boat.
Yeah, we did actually book a different boat and we ended up getting upgraded. They said it was because of the bedding or because of safety or I don't know the reason why we got upgraded, but we did.
We wanted our own boat.
Yeah, we wanted our own boat. It was still, the understanding was that it was private, it was just for us. But anyways, we get there and a man comes out to greet us and he tells us that he's the owner of the boss, which in this case with AIRBNB usually there's a host, a person that will check you in. Mostly it's usually the owner of the property because they're hosting you in their premises. But in this case they use a different company who then has their own host and then you have nothing to do with the owner, you don't get to meet them. But the owner happened to be on the boat with a couple of other people eating food and having nibbles on the table, all relaxing. And we're like, this is awkward. Like seriously, we never had like a more awkward situation that I can remember.
Say the guy was nice.
Yeah, he was really nice, but come on, we've been travelling all day. We want to get the kids to have a shower, go to sleep, and then we're having to talk to these randoms that we don't know. We just wanted quiet. Anyways, yeah, he was really nice. And at this point, we told them we had to get the kids to sleep, but they weren't leaving. They didn't actually leave until I basically approached them and said, are you going to be here for much longer? And the lady said to me, oh yes, we'll be here for hours. And then she awkwardly offered to look after my kids in case I wanted to go out.
Well, she's been drinking wine on a boat.
Yes, she's been, yeah, and I just met you. It's kind of like, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but I have to leave my kids with you.
Is that a song? Or a Frozen Coast?
Okay. Yeah, anyways, so we just decided to get the kids, get all their stuff, get our clothes that needed to be washed, and we headed to the showers in the marina. Now this is another thing that really bothered us. They were actually on a boat. You have, you know, the decks on top, and then you have the rooms and living space and kitchens underneath, and basically to get from the actual shower room to the bedrooms and the kitchen and stuff, you actually have to walk through a common area, which if you don't know people, it's extremely awkward, and we didn't want to do that. David's like, let's just pick up the kids, let's shower them in a private space and go from there. So we just left, and that's when I asked them how long they were going to be, and she offered to look after my kids. And they were lovely people though, don't get me wrong. And then I said, oh, actually, we need to get the kids to sleep, so are you leaving soon? And then they said, oh, yes, you know, we'll pick up and go. So that's what happened. And then we came back and they were gone. That's basically it. We went to sleep. The rooms, especially the one we were sleeping in, it's just, it was smelly ass. Like it smelled like kind of sewage.
I think it was the dampness from the boat.
It could be, but to me it just smelled like a toilet. David's looking for coins. We're getting some frozen Coke because the kids are asleep and we have to wait until we go to our next Airbnb.
Chippies.
Nah, I don't feel like chippies. I'm still full from breakfast. Just Coke. Yeah. Anyways, and then we went to sleep and we woke up in the middle of the night. Basically with, well, actually I woke up in the middle of the night with water dripping on my legs. And I'm just like, what's going on? And then I realised that this is basically, it's been raining non-stop and this water just coming through, I'm guessing the edges of the windows. Let's just order some frozen Coke first.
Hi, welcome to Hungry Tax. Please feel the when you're ready, thank you.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to get 2 frozen Cokes, please.
No worries, anything else?
No thanks.
$2, grab them through.
Thanks.
Thanks, David. Anyways, and it was just really hot and humid, and I think it's just the nature of being on a boat. Had it not been raining, we would have opened the windows and it probably would have been fine. But because it was raining, it was just gross. So we all had a really crappy sleep. Then we woke up and we found that there was water all over the floors in the living space. We're gonna pick up a Coke.
Hi, how you going?
Pay wave?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have a lovely day.
You too. Thanks.
Anyways, let's get back to my rambling. It's very therapeutic. And yeah, there was just water everywhere. And again, it was super stressful. We couldn't put Joaquin down on the floor because there was just a puddle. There was lots of water everywhere.
Yeah.
And on the steps and just everywhere. Even Javier, he just couldn't walk around because it was slippery, and we just thought, nah, we can't do this. Between the awkwardness and of what happened the night before and then just waking up in all this water, it was just not worth it. Now, if I didn't have kids and I was just going on this boat, I mean, the boat was really nice, and the decks and everything, like, you can just picture yourself just sitting there. And
I would have just slept on the back deck.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was a nice lounge area there.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I would have just slept out there, but we had the kids and we needed to be with them
Yeah,
in the beds, and we couldn't sleep with the kids on the deck.
yeah.
Because if they woke up and went walking around the boat, they'd fall off the boat.
Bijzonder aan zeilkampen.
Als je de mooiste...
Oh, and that's another thing. When we booked our own boat, we liked the little one because we thought it would be just one space where you just close one door and that's it, you know? You can just let them go nuts in it. But in this case, there was no possible way to actually lock, like, the bit under the deck. You basically have stairs going under one way, stairs going under the other way. You couldn't even lock the toilets from the outside, which meant that Joaquin just wanted to go. He likes to put his hands in the toilet and his mouth on the rim of the toilet. So it was just a really awkward, uncomfortable situation all in all. And if you have really young kids, I would say just learn from this and just wait. Wait until they're a little bit older where you can actually leave them, you know, for a few minutes unattended and not have to worry about them getting wet in puddles and jumping over balconies and and leaking the toilet. So if your kid is past the toilet licking stage, you're probably good to go. Now they're both asleep and I think I'm done. David.
Yeah, you're done?
Yeah, I think hold on. 10 minutes of listening to my own voice. Yeah, so thanks for joining. Oh, sorry, I was going to say you cut me off before a little bit with your own rant. Now, I was just going to say that the actual deck and even the room at the end that we didn't actually have for ourselves, you could just envision yourself just sitting down and reading a book with the sound of the water underneath. It was just really nice. Or even on the decks, picking up cokes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, or even just on the decks. We did actually have a glass of wine each on the deck, and that was really nice. Yeah, so I do recommend it if you don't have kids, but if you've got kids, just wait. The end.